Hey guys. Um, yeah, I'm just in a bra. It actually looks like a shirt. It's actually funny, like a very low cut shirt. Um, I'm fighting with myself. Sorry for the jiggliness of the video. It's like I'm fighting myself because I'm really trying to start a YouTube channel. But I'm fighting putting too much information out there because I really like the fact that my life is very private from a lot of people. Um, it's just way easier to move like that because there's less drama and there's less voices and opinions and stuff on what I should or shouldn't be doing. And it's crazy because I don't know, maybe I should do videos like this where I just kind of like chit chat and just tell you my thoughts and feelings about how I'm feeling about specific things, because I know like you guys will come to the maybe not so much understanding, but like the fact that I have training. Like I've gone and I've read books and like I've taken an online course, so like I have like a knowledge base of information. And maybe this is, I don't know how much, like how do I say this? It's like I feel like I, to a lot of people, I might not be educated enough, or like the subjects that I talk about just aren't exciting enough for something for some reason. Um, and it sucks because a lot of the subjects that I want to talk about, they're not normal everyday conversation. Like for some people, yes, it's what they face on a daily basis and all that. And with figuring out how to actually create a brand and a YouTube channel that people actually want to follow, there's these like rules that you should, that you're so that like a lot of people say, like, oh, follow A, B, and C and you'll get results. But like for the information that I'm trying to give, it's very hard for me to find that, because I'm not trying to really do this for the likes. I'm not trying to do this necessarily to make a bunch of money. Like, yes, those things would be dope, and of course, like, I'm trying to get out of the situation that I'm in because I am not where I want to be, basically. Excuse me. So it's just like I'm trying to figure out, like, you know how do I go about doing that and getting you guys to just entertain these videos, because it's strange for how much uh, information are in these videos so far. I'm not reaching as many people as I want, and it sucks because I kind of knew this was gonna happen, but it's kind of a harsh reality that it actually did happen. Um, I fidget a lot, so excuse the scratching and all of that. Um, I actually have a mental health condition, and like, it's funny because like it's not just a condition. Like my mental health is something that I work on every single day because I a couple of those big words like anxiety and depression and you know like reading energies and like telepathy and stuff. Um, for those of you who know me, like those are kind of some real things, and Like, it's, I kind of just wanted to have a channel where people have someone who's kind of on their side with this shit and who knows how to explain these things, at least in a sense to where like you can understand like where I'm coming from. Um, and there's like a knowledge base in order to have educated conversations, because that's what's missing in a lot of these things. And it happens within my own personal life, like let alone my outside life. And it sucks because, harshly said, my personal circle has been kind of, emotionally draining and hurtful. And I wouldn't say that it's necessarily something that they've done on purpose, but it's something that's just reality. And I need more people out there to have an understanding that, like, even though these things happen, life moves forward. Life has to happen. We have to live a life, and then we have to die, and then whatever happens after that, you know? But it's just like, in my world, I've come to this realization that, like, I have to move forward, and it can't be in a psych ward. I would go insane, you know? Like, that's where I would actually go insane. I don't consider myself insane now. Um, I'm very, in anything, like, medically wrong that you can say, or for those words for people who are just like, oh, just take some pills. Like, I'm high functioning in all of that stuff. So it's just like I can take care of myself by myself. So if I was forced to be in a building that I couldn't get out of without passing some god awful test that's for someone who was quote unquote sane, to make me, I'd have to pass a test or whatever, however you want to explain that. It's like I would go insane because I knew I wasn't insane. And proving, I've done this before, like proving your sanity to someone who thinks you're insane is in its own sense a form of insanity, because it's damn near an impossibility. Um, in one of the saddest ways ever. And it's scary. And I just kind of like, it's one of the main motivators of why I created this channel, because I need people to understand that that has to stop. And the only way for this kind of stuff to stop is if you pay attention to what I talk about. Basically, like, that's why I'm creating those videos, is so you can understand that, like, for whatever reason, these are still the thing. Like, that's why it's frustrating to me that it's just like, when I talk to other people, it's just like, what the hell are you paying attention to in the first place? Like, if these aren't part of your everyday vocabulary, and you don't have reasons why you do all the things that you do in your life, what are you doing? And from my personal experience, and from, a spiritual connection, and, those types of things, it's like, it's sorry, I lost my train of thought, but it's just like, that's kind of, it's confusing to me. Like, it's really confusing, and I don't know how else to fix it and be a better human, having the knowledge base that I have and not helping other people. If you're understanding where I'm going with this, or, if you can catch that part of the message. But it just sucks because I know people have very short attention span, so I don't know how long I can make this video for. But I'm just tired of this part of the world being unheard, because this is the main reason why our world isn't changing. And these older generations are sitting over here, and they sit in this knowledge base that, like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be because it's always been like this, which is insanity to me in its own sense. Like, how are you able to justify that? You know, that just doesn't make sense. Like, just because it's been happening, it's okay that it's happening. Like, you're not thinking about questioning anything. Like, I don't know, maybe, it's 100% because of the generation that I was, brought up through, and the internet and stuff like that. So it's just like, I can understand that, but that's in a sense besides the point when it comes to the message that I'm trying to bring forward, and I'm trying to get everybody to kind of just pay attention to, and I guess one thing I'll say before I go, because I don't want this video to be too long, but it's just like, I keep losing my train of thought, but I'm lost. And the craziest part about being lost the way that I'm lost is the only way I've been able to not become lost is because of my own actions. And it was actions that were not of the norm. So it would be really cool if people would just start paying attention to these things, because they're there. And that's it. Like, a lot of people complain about politics and, the earth being on fire, and, well, we got to do something about it. But there's also people who are just like, it's fine, but there's suicide happening, and their kids are fucking up, and mass shootings and stuff, everything. There's a weird thing that's happening, and I can help describe it and figure it out, but I need more people to be on the same page as me. Instead of me preaching, I need us to come together and start working, coexisting. It's something I bring up a lot in these videos that you guys aren't fucking watching. You get me? So it's just like, I feel it, and I know there's frustration, but it's just like, coming from the message point, like, I am frustrated because of what I've had to go through. Like, it's not fair, a lot of the things that I've had to go through. Like, and for you to sit over here and tell me, like, I'm just supposed to deal with it because that's just the way things are, is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. Like, I'm way too old to have this, that is acceptable. Me as an adult, I am a high functioning adult with a job and bills that are paid. I don't have kids, but that doesn't mean anything to me being able to have responsibility and handle that responsibility. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to give my thoughts, and I guess put my personality and reasonings why I'm here, a little bit more out there. But yeah, I love you guys, and I just want this shit to grow. So I'm gonna put this video up and see how you guys like it. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, and comment, whatever the hell you want to do. Follow me on Patreon. Support me on Patreon. It's only $5 a month. You get percentages off of all the services that I offer. That's if you pay a little bit more, but just supporting me for $5 a month is legit all I'm asking. Yeah, guys. Peace.